Hi, everyone. If you are brand new to these streams, then welcome. And if you are a returning viewer to these streams or to our channel or to our page, welcome back. My name is Colleen, and today we're giving you a guide for your first dental job as a dentist. So, if you have just finished dental school or a residency, now is the time to embark on a new adventure, right? It's time to take those skills that you've honed, that knowledge you've acquired, and apply it to helping your patients achieve exceptional oral health. Okay, so and it can be a little bit overwhelming. If you've just finished school or a residency, then you may be experiencing a lot of different emotions, right? Maybe you're thrilled, maybe you're a little anxious, maybe you're a little bit overwhelmed at all the choices of different areas where you can apply your dentistry skills. Whatever is happening, we're here to help you. So, we're providing you with these 5 steps today to help you make the best decision possible regarding your first dental job as a dentist. Some things to watch out for and some things to consider. Okay. Alrighty, but before we get into that, just want to remind everyone that each week Princess Dental Staffing is bringing you a new live stream regarding your career in the dental industry. So if you don't want to miss out on future streams, be sure to follow our page or subscribe to our channel. If you like the content we're bringing you, be sure to drop us a like. And if you want to contribute to the conversation, we encourage you to do so by leaving a comment or asking a question, offering some feedback or advice for other dentists. Get involved by all means. And if we couldn't address your comment when this stream was live, of course, we will address it as quickly as possible. Okay. Additionally, if you have some time today, be sure to visit princessdentalstaffing.com. So, Princess Dental Staffing is an online dental job board, and they have positions available for dental receptionists, dental assistants, dental hygienists, and yes, dentists in a variety of different areas. They've got full time, part time, temporary, and permanent positions. So, be sure to hop on there today, princessdentalstaffing.com, see what positions are available in your area. And you can also create a profile, get your information in front of hiring managers, and you can check out your blog while you are visiting princessdentalstaffing.com. Okay. All right. So let's get into this guide. Okay. So your first dental job as a dentist. Step one, of course, is finding the right dentist job and position for you. Okay. Now that sounds a little bit simplistic, but there are several moving parts to step one. Okay. So, the Bureau of Labor Statistics actually shows that the projected rate of the projected growth rate, for dentists in the country is at 8%. Now, that may seem a little bit small, but that's about average. Actually, I believe a little bit higher than the national average, about 8% increase between 2020 and 2030. Okay, so that is pretty decent. Okay, I know it seems kind of small, but it's actually really, really great news. That means dentists are in high demand. Okay, across the country. So no matter where you are, you're likely to find a role. Okay, so there's some things to consider here. First of all, location, right? So where do you see yourself living in the long term? Now, obviously, this can change. Okay, we can't see the future, we can't predict the future, but to your best knowledge, selecting a location where you believe you're going to be for the next, 5 years, 10 years, something like that, is a really good indicator of where you want to search for your first dental job. Okay, so some other things that you may want to consider, if you're kind of open to location, if you can really kind of go wherever it is that you want to go, you may think of working in a rural dental practice or in a big city somewhere. Middle America, you definitely have a lot of options. But if you're pretty open on location, make sure that you are doing a little bit of research regarding, what you can expect in terms of salary for that location that you're looking at. Okay. And you can do that research on bls.gov. There's also information posted on princessdentalstaffing.com as well. Okay. Um, and the other thing that you want to consider is the benefits package, right? So salary is great. Okay. Salary is definitely going to be your main focus, right? Or at least one of your main focuses, depending on, what's important to you as a person. But definitely don't discount that benefits package. A lot of the times there's money in there. right? A lot of the times there is money to be had in there that can really support your salary. Okay, things like HSA or FSA contributions, 401k matching, and that kind of thing. Okay, so not all money is just your salary. So make sure you're examining that benefits package and seeing what benefits can actually kind of tip the scales for you when you're deciding, where you want to be. Okay. And number three, office culture. Okay. So, office culture is definitely something else that you want to consider. Doing a little bit of research, maybe visiting the practice's website and taking a look at the office culture, or maybe when you're in the interview process, you can ask a few questions about the office culture. Okay. Because being a dentist, if you're working, full time permanently and you're considering a full time permanent role as a dentist, you're going to be there, arguably about 40 hours a week, probably more, right? So you definitely want to make sure that you fit into the office culture, and your job doesn't become something that you show up to begrudgingly, right? And it's not necessarily that it's a bad office. Maybe it's just a bit of a misfit, right? You have certain values and the office has certain values, and it's not necessarily right or wrong. It's just a misalignment. Okay. So before you start looking for a role, make sure that you make a list of the things you would like to see in the office culture. Make sure you make a list of your values and the things that you find to be the most important and that you want to be able to express in your first dental job. Okay. Alrighty. Step number two, practice and master multitasking as a dentist. Okay. So, your first dental job, okay, you're going to be switching focuses very frequently, right? So, each patient that you serve is going to be your sole focus in terms of oral and dental needs, but you may get interrupted pretty frequently depending on, the day or even the practice or the location, right? Big city offices are going to tend to be a little bit more busy than maybe rural offices, okay? So you may be interrupted by dental assistants who have questions. You may be interrupted by dental hygienists who have concerns or need to discuss different things with you. So your focus and your attention may be pulled in different directions. All the while, you want to prioritize the patient. Okay. So it's really important to practice and master that multitasking so that you can focus your attention on the things that need your attention and that you can address them thoroughly and accurately. Okay. You may see only a few patients a day, or maybe even 10 or more patients a day. So practicing and mastering this multitasking is really going to go a long way to making sure that you're providing that patient with the attention that they deserve, and that they need in order to, like I said, achieve that strong oral hygiene habits and strong oral health. But at the same time, as the dentist, you really do need to be able to aid dental assistants and dental hygienists when they need it as well. Okay. And this may end up making you feel a little bit like you're under pressure to work quickly and efficiently. And essentially you are. That's kind of a role as a dentist. But the important thing to remember is that you studied and you trained for this. Okay. So you are definitely prepared. You can definitely take it on. Just make sure that you take the time to practice and master that multitasking, so that you can effectively and accurately, provide the advice and the skills that you need to provide to everyone when they need it. Okay. And not only that, something else to remember is that repeating processes over and over again can actually increase your efficiency and speed. So even if you're not feeling so efficient right now, the more you practice these skills, the more you practice these processes, the more accurate and the more speedy you will become at them. Okay. So it will get easier. Okay. So just a few things to remember. Number three, connecting with a mentor dentist. So this kind of actually connects a little bit with step one, when we're talking about office culture. Something else that you'll definitely want to kind of consider is the type of mentor that is going to be beneficial for you, because really having a mentor can be life changing, right? It can definitely positively or negatively impact your career, you want to make sure that you choose a mentor that aligns with you and with whom you align. Okay. Ideally, the mentor is going to be the practice owner or, the partners or whoever. Generally, that's who it's going to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but likely that's who it's going to be. So again, when you're taking a look at that office culture, make sure that you connect, you can click with the practice owners or the partners. Okay. So something else to consider. Something else that you may want to do is you may want to request a brief morning or maybe an afternoon meeting with your mentor on a daily basis, preferably. This can allow you the time to discuss upcoming cases in the morning, asking questions, or maybe reviewing cases in the afternoon, and that sort of thing. So it can really help you connect with your mentor, but it can also help you become a better dentist by discussing cases, particularly difficult ones, that you can use assistance on. Got a comment coming in. Great suggestion. Love the mentor idea. Yeah, Heidi, a great mentor can really help and um, support you where you need support. As you're just starting out as a dentist, again, you definitely have the skills and the knowledge to be a great dentist, but it just takes a little bit of practice. So a mentor can really help you not have to reinvent the wheel, right? And it can really go a long way to helping your career and supporting your career. So yeah, mentors can definitely be a bonus. Okay. Step number 4, the power of networking as a new dentist. Okay. In just about any profession, networking is going to be key. Really connecting with other, professionals in your industry can really, again, it's sort of like, again, having a mentor, right? Being able to connect with someone who can help you not have to reinvent the wheel, really crowdsourcing tips and tricks that help you be a better dentist and better serve your patients, right? Keeping up with industry changes and practice changes and those sorts of things. So networking is really excellent, and we definitely recommend that you invest time in networking within the dental society. Okay. So, how do you network? Number one, you can attend meetings of your local dental societies, local chapters, local professional association chapters, and that sort of thing. Attend those meetings and contribute, listen to others. That's a great thing you can do. Acquiring new dentist friends. By asking them about their first impressions of the dental practice as well. So just connecting with other dentists individually, and hanging out with them, taking part in alumni events, whether over coffee or Zoom meetings as well. A lot of this as well can be done via LinkedIn or other social networking sites, professional social networking sites. That's a great way to connect with people as well. Okay, within your industry. Okay. And lastly, number 5, practice and implement positive, strong communication skills. I can never stress this enough. Positive communication can help to, really bolster your practice operations, and negative communication can really break them down and just make the office just a very, very difficult place to work. So positive communication all around should definitely be a priority. Okay. So when you are communicating with your patients, with your dental hygienist, with your dental assistants, with your the practice owner, all of these people, okay, make sure that you are being pleasant and respectful. Okay. That helps build those relationships with those individuals and strengthen those relationships with those individuals by being pleasant and respectful. Expressing your care for your patients. So when you're meeting with patients, you can give your patient a brief introduction about yourself, talk a little bit about your personality if you want to. Discussing topics other than dentistry that can really help ease patients' anxieties, because as we've discussed multiple times in these streams, patients can really express a lot of anxiety, or experience and express a lot of anxiety when going to the dentist. So, talking about things other than, their teeth and oral health and that kind of thing can really help them feel a little bit more at ease. Smiling, making jokes, complimenting them, and just overall being yourself. Okay. So these are really just strong communication skills and strong interpersonal skills to help connect with that patient and really build that relationship so that they have which leads to better oral health all around. Speak briefly, right? Talk briefly. Repeating yourself over and over again can make the conversation feel very cumbersome, and just a little bit overwhelming to the patient sometimes. So make sure that you are, when you say something to the patient or when you explain something to the patient, make sure you're using those active listening skills. Active listening, as I've said multiple times, is a huge part of positive communication. So make sure that when you say something, you can check back in, um, to see if they have any questions. You can say something like, does that make sense to you? Did you need me to explain that again? Or was there anything you had questions about? Make sure you use those active listening skills. Be brief in your responses and clear in your responses. And that will go a long way, especially when you're working with patients who maybe don't have as much dental knowledge as you do, and maybe don't have a harder time understanding these complex processes. Okay. And be confident. Okay. If you need to, take charge of the situation. Um, Confidence can facilitate your ability to grow strong and become the best dentist that you can be. Again, you have the knowledge and the skills. Okay. You just need a little bit of practice in applying them. Okay. So be confident. All righty. All right, so let's go over those steps one more time. Number one, finding the right dentist job and position for you. So you definitely want to consider a few different things such as location, benefits packages, office, culture, and those sorts of things. Number two, practicing and mastering multitasking as a dentist. Your focus is going to be have to switch very quickly and then switch back very quickly throughout the day, no matter how many patients that you have. Okay, so taking the time to practice and master that multitasking can go a long way in helping facilitate those operations and facilitate those patient appointments. Okay. Step three, connecting with a mentor dentist or other dental professionals. Again, this is usually going to be the practice owner, but not necessarily. So make sure that you are carefully selecting your mentor, because the right mentor that fits with you and with whom you fit can really go a long way to helping strengthen your career, okay, and progressing your career. Number four, embracing the power of networking as a new dentist. Get involved in those professional association memberships. Okay, get involved with other dentists. Connect with other dentists. And that'll really help you stay connected with the dental community. Okay. And lastly, number five, practicing and implementing positive, strong communication skills. Okay. That can go a long way to, helping your team feel like they are a team, right? Feel connected with you, helping your patients feel connected with you, and helping build that trust among all of those people. Okay. And we have one final tip, just a bonus tip. Just remember to be passionate about your work. Okay. You started on this journey for a reason. Never forget why you started this journey as a dentist to become a dentist, and why you continue to be a dentist. People will take notice of your talent and your passion, and that will increase their trust as a dental professional. Okay. Alrighty. So thanks for joining me today, everyone, on this live stream. Thanks for the comment, Heidi. We will be back next week with a new topic discussing your career in the dental industry. But until then, I hope everyone has a great week, has a great weekend. I hope you continue to stay safe out there. We'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.